I've played Guild Wars 2 for over 20,000 hours, and I've learned a whole lot and collected just about everything in the game, so it's a perfect time to go round again. Join me in the adventures of my completely fresh account known only as the Microtransaction Enjoyer, on the quest of obtaining and unlocking everything in the game, from legendary gear and mounts to living world story episodes, maps, and ultimate gem store quality of life, purely through efficient and somewhat sensible gameplay. No real money required. Alright, now it's time for an adventure, right? We're going on an adventure, chat. And by adventure, I mean we're going to Tier 1 Fractals. This is going to be something. This is going to be something. Oh, yes. Yes. 14. Okay. Brain damage. DJ Benny. Einfach Basti. And Eric. Let's go. We are now going into Tier 1 Fractals. This is going to be the beginning of a long journey. Basically, in Fractals, you have something called a Fractal level, right? And, of course, you have Agony Resistance, which we're going to have to get Ascended Gear to solve. Otherwise, things are just going to randomly one-shot us, pretty much. Here. And we have to level up our Fractal level, this personal Fractal level here, by beating Fractals equal or higher than our Fractal level. We've got to get all the way to 100 to get to our maximum potential of Tier 4 Fractals and all of the challenge modes, which will give us the best earning potential. I've just joined a total pug group here of in Tier 1. Let's see how it goes. Here we are on the Aetherblade Fractal. I'm actually halfway through it, so I've kind of missed the start of it, actually, I guess. But basically, this one is a bit of a weird one. It's kind of like a puzzle segment where you have to do some platforming, basically. And now we're on to the final boss already, which is convenient, isn't it? This final boss is very weird. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's going to involve taking out some of these little mini-bosses and then running away from, like, laser walls and killing some elite golems. But, well, we'll see that very, very shortly. You have to kind of jump on these crates to avoid to jump over the laser walls. So here we go. We're now beginning. Of course, the Fractals, the way Fractals work is that at low level, they are significantly easier than at higher level. You know, mobs have less health and do less damage and so on, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So you don't actually fully kill that guy. He simply goes into this kind of contraption over here after you get him to 75%. And now we're going to have to deal with these golems. Here they come, and that's that laser wall, right? So you kind of have to jump over the laser wall like that, otherwise it will stun you and do a lot of damage. And we have to eliminate these golems. So first, one golem's going to spawn. Then we're going to get a massive laser wall and two golems. This one, obviously, you can't jump over. I mean, you can run through it if you want. It's probably not going to do you that much harm at this low level of Fractal, of course. But we obviously will not do that because, you know, we're going to demonstrate how to do this correctly. Oh, one of our players actually died. They did manage to rally. And then for the final set of golems, you actually have both at the same time. Ow, I got hit there. I was slightly out of position. I should have used that set of boxes to jump on there. As you can see, it's not the end of the world here. Oh no, I failed again. I'm an expert Fractal player, guys, okay? I'm very good at the game. Although, honestly, even kind of not ignoring these is a bit overkill at this level. We can just blast them down like this. Use stability to ignore that mechanic and then job done. And that is it. That is our first Fractal ever done on this account. That's going to bump us up to a level 2. Level 2 Fractal after this. We've got to progress all the way through. The big thing about this is that we're actually going to have to do all of the Fractal levels. The reason for this is because I'm going to be only using the LFG for this. And that means that I can only see the Fractal levels that, you know, I'm kind of like eligible for, right? Which right now, well, or anyone in the group is eligible for. So basically, I'm only eligible, basically, for Tier 1 to 25 because my Fractal rank is 2, right? Some players here can look at the higher LFG because they're a bit higher than me. Like someone has got 26 and 38. So that's why that's happening. My inventory is unbelievably putrid. But you know what? Look what's cool about this. I've actually been totally accepted into this pug group. Look at this. Look at this. And now I'm getting a cutscene for Fractals, which is actually very cool, but we are going to skip it because they probably want to do more. I have infiltrated this Fractal group, my friends. I've been accepted as one of them. They've accepted me as one of their own. And honestly, it feels very good to be accepted as one of their own. Let's see if we can get some more done here. Looks like they want to do the reactor. Now, I believe you can actually do a lot of fractals at the start without agony resistance, so we should actually be good to go up until around level 20. So that's why I'm still in the exotics, and then we can start, well, we could potentially start getting some ascended gear from some of these fractals pretty early on, particularly like rings and so on. So definitely stay tuned for how that goes for us. But as you can see, we're going to start getting some good loot from doing these fractals. And we can convert a lot of this into gold. Fractals are basically the best gold in the game that you can do. They're daily as well, so they're going to be a really big backbone. A big backbone of our economy on this account for sure. We need to really be on top of this and try and get some fractals done as often as possible so we can become rich and wealthy and also greatly assist us in our gearing up process. You can get a lot of ascended gear can drop from here. You can get a lot of items, a lot of loot, right? Even some exotic stuff as well, actually. But rings, armor, weapons, all of it can drop here. It's a bit random. You can craft it as well here, but honestly, crafting it is a real pain in the ass. It's better to rely on drops and kind of as you play more and more and more, it will even out and it'll work out well. But what's very interesting, actually, about this is that you can see that these fractals are certainly okay early on, and even better. Right, the build that we have here is going to be amazing for essentially providing support to these players, helping them do more damage. And honestly, at the end of the day, we can actually go ahead and solo some of these early level fractals with a build like this too. And again, this is all using the starter gear, right? We actually haven't really updated our gear that much. This is all with the starter gear pretty much, and we're able to get into this dungeon content. Like, this is what fractals are. Fractals are basically dungeons, right? Is what they are, but a little bit special with a few added mechanics. Bit of speedrun element to it, a little bit of platforming, a little bit of boss fighting. Very, very fun. Great introduction to group content in Guild Wars 2. And yeah, here we go, another fractal. Level 21, actually. So let's see what we're actually going to be dealing with here. What fractal is coming up? It is going to be Cliffside fractal. This is a true classic fractal. Ooh, we need to remember to get a mastery point here for Corteria too. And yeah, that's another thing. Fractals, whoa. Fractals are actually going to be really, really good for leveling up our mastery. They give a lot of experience, actually, and that means that we can very quickly get to our auto loot, which is going to, well, I'm always forgetting to press F right now, so this is going to be fantastic for making my account actually easier to play for me and more convenient. So basically, the gimmick on this fractal is that we have to free this giant colossus creature. And the way that we're going to do that is by using this hammer to break several seals on the colossus. And basically, you can carry the hammer, but after a while, you're basically going to die. You're going to have to... Wait, what? I think they don't know how to do this. That's actually great, because I do. We need to take hammer up, kill enemies with it, and break seals. This is great, yeah, because they do not know how to do this. And that is perfect, actually, because we can show them how to. So I will take the hammer to demonstrate. Basically, you take damage when you pick it up. You have a few skills that are going to replace your weapon skills. But the gimmick here is that we need to kill some of the cultists, and then it will give us an extra ability here on the number 4 that we can use to smash these seals. So let's go ahead and do that right now. We should be able to do this fairly easily. And you can see here we get a kill, and then it gives us that skill. We go over there and kind of line up next to the seal, and then we can use that 4th ability to do damage to it. And we're going to need to swing a few times to get the job done there. We can swing again here. Now I'm going to have to drop the hammer pretty soon. Let's see if I can actually quickly... Oh, this is going to be close. I got it, but I did die, but it's fine. They can just revive me anyway. So there we go. We got our first seals down here, which is great. Now, the thing is, okay, someone else can take... As you can see, I have these stacks here on me, the hammer corruption. This means that I actually... if I pick it up again, I'll start getting those stacks and then basically die quickly again. So we kind of need to take turns here to get through this, and that's exactly what we're doing now. And then there's also kind of like, there's some traps about here. Watch out for the spikes. And some just some light platforming elements here. For example, here, there's going to be wind that will blow you off. So you have to wait until the wind's gone, then go up. You can kind of make this little jump here. You can also use stability to counter that. That's what I'm going to do now. So I'm using stability so these players don't get knocked off. I'll do it again here to make sure the player with the hammer can make it. There you go, and I'll give them one more stack. Oh, they're going to die now. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I think they don't know. Oh, wait, they're making it, but they are going to go down state. And you can just disable the traps. There's actually, resistance is great here. These things immobilize you when you press F on them, but if you have resistance, like on Guardian, you can ignore the immobilize and just activate all of them like that, and disable the traps. Kind of like a neat little trick, if you've got stuff like that. Yeah. This player is now dead. But I can go ahead and take the hammer. Yeah, they don't seem to be aware that at 40 stacks, you are going to, well, you're going to die horribly. I'll probably mention that to them at some point. But that's kind of like the broad mechanics of the, kind of like the non-boss segment of this fractal, actually. What we're going to do now is just kind of rinse and repeat. There's going to be a few additional challenges with each of the seals now. For example, on this one, there's going to be fire dropping down sometimes that you'll obviously want to try and avoid because fire is pretty bad. But other than that, shouldn't be too much of a problem. I may have to hand this off to another player soon. I'm going to get stunned in a moment. There we go. Can actually stun break out of that. We can maybe get at least... What are you doing? We can at least get one more hit. I'm going to have to drop this and let someone else take it now. One of our players is sadly deceased. There we go. This gamer picked up the hammer. And then there we go. They should now use the... Okay, use number 4 to break seal. Ah, he does not know. I have tried to communicate. Oh, do it. Use number 4. Yep, they got it. See, we're making progress here. Okay, I need to get my dialogue. I want my bubbles back on, actually. Okay, good. Does he have another number 4? Looks like we don't. I'll pull this thing in. Hit it. Okay, I guess I can take it now. Yeah. We are learning. Oh, I should have actually hit 4. Oops. We need another one more. We need one more, then we can get through. Where is the other one? Come on, cultist. Get over here. Help me, my friends. Destroy the fanatic. What is this? What that guy doing over there? Look, like, what is he doing? I like how he's got the full potions. Dude, this guy is like mega tryhard. Holy shit. He's like full potions with 0 AR. This guy's a gamer. So there are these consumables you can use that only work in fractals that make you a lot stronger, actually. Make you move faster, take less damage, do more damage, all that kind of stuff. So, oh, wait, hang on a minute. So someone got the hammer? Uh-oh, wait. Where is it? Who's got it? Wait, am I just insane? Wait, what? Where did it go? Oh, god damn it. We gotta get back over there. So we need to... Yeah, we left the hammer behind. A slight error on our part, my friends. A slight mistake. But not to worry. We can address that. So, you do have to carry the hammer all the way up. It's kind of part of the challenge is that you have to move quite quickly, or else you're going to have to stop. Or you have to kind of trade it while you're moving through the fractal. Here we go. And we can go all the way around here and up. And then we have to do the final one. So the big difference here on this final section is that what's going to happen is that we have to kind of move through this corridor to get to both of the hands or the arms of the giant here. So we have to wait until some ads spawn here. Oh yeah, they're going to... it is on a low level, so things are spawning very slowly. Maybe we have to go to the other side, huh? The thing is, no, that won't work, though. Wait, actually, maybe this works differently on low level. I haven't done low-level fractals for a very long time, actually. You're supposed to kind of take turns and kind of move back and forth. But yeah, it looks like we actually can do it on this side as well. I guess it doesn't really matter what side you start on. So here we go. We've got to kill this. Boom. There it is. So we get this one. And then you'll see that it's shielded here. This means that we have to go to the other side. So you have to kind of run back and forth, pretty much, is how this is going to operate. And the big deal here is the other element. And that is that these little cultists will actually spawn. I need to... Hang on. Come. We have to alternate sides. Okay. They'll actually spawn and actually start healing the seal a little bit. Oh, no. They are not they are not getting this. That's unfortunate. Well, this might be a little bit tricky here. Yeah, these chanters, these mobs, they're actually quite nice. They do a lot of damage. But more importantly than that, we cannot do this. We need to go other side. Can't do this one. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now we're going to have some problems. We're going to have a few issues here. This is not ideal. Okay, I'm literally going to have to steal the hammer from them. They are not listening to me. Maybe party chat? Hello, friends. We must do other hand. Other seal. Other side. Party chat, maybe? I think some of them have got it. This guy Party chat has worked. Party chat has now activated. That's huge. That's big, actually. We're making progress here. Also, Taylor, thanks for the 15 gifted subs, by the way. 3,500. Boom. Love it. Okay. Big, big. Now we get the hammer. So we can do it here. Good. I'm just going to immediately run back. I'm maybe going to get a kill. And then we're going to run back. And hopefully they follow me. Follow me, gamers. This is going swimmingly. Party chat is carrying right now. It is true, actually. This is a weird thing. I don't know why this happens, but a lot of players actually disable map chat, right? They'll have like party chat on, but they won't have map chat or say chat or anything. Maybe they find it a little bit too spammy. I guess it can be pretty spammy when there's a lot going on, I suppose. But that's actually the case. So talking in party chat is actually a really good bet for talking to just pug players that you find on the LFG. Because again, party chat I find to be very effective, whereas stuff like squad chat, map chat, and say chat often are disabled. And so you can't really reach people that way. Okay, good. So now, oh wait, I think they want, why don't they want to try it? I kind of want them to learn, but at the same time, they do not want to press the hammer. They have identified that there is heavy responsibility here, and they do not want any part of that. The hammer is, it's serious stuff, guys. Ow. Oh, I rallied. Nice. Okay, now one of them needs to pick up the hammer, and we got to get the other one. Okay, I think they've got it now. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. As you can see, that's basically the mechanics of this fight. Let's see if we can... I'll try and convince them to do this final one. I'm not going to pick it up. Okay, they should be able to, right? Yep, yep. And then use for skill. Oh, yes! Okay. So now we have to do a final kind of little puzzle platforming segment by going over here. Here. Yeah, you kind of get baited. You actually end up in the right spot. They're going, yeah. This is actually so cool. This is so cool, actually. They've never done this before. It's very obvious they've never done this before. So we need to go over here now. Let us climb up. So this one's kind of fun. These little fiery explosions will actually knock you off. So you can kind of stability through them as well. Like what you're supposed to do is kind of like wait like this and then follow them so you don't get hit. But you can, of course, stability them. So you can just like run up and there we go. Get the job done. We'll do the resistance trick again here just to disable the trap fully. No need, actually. The other gamers did it marvelously. And we have now arrived. We have arrived at the final boss. The final boss... They locked me in. They just ran in. Look, we've got one of our players like left behind. Okay, well, anyway. Final boss, kind of a similar principle, actually, to the way the actual mechanics of the Fractals so far have been working. What it wants us to do here is basically beat down this boss. Don't stand in the red, pretty much, right? This guy actually corrupts a lot of boons, which kind of sucks. So, obviously, you know, try to not stand in the boon corruption abilities because boons are really good. And then we simply have to pick up the hammer and then break this main seal every 25%. So, basically, he drops the hammer every 25. So, you kill a mob, go to the middle over here, kill one of the little mini ads that spawn the chanters, and then wallop it, and then boom, and then it's back to the boss. So, now we're going back to the boss. This is the boon corruption attack here, so you really want to try to avoid standing in that. It really hurts. And, of course, we'll remove all of your powerful effects. Wow, they're actually trying to kill the... They're trying to kill the Chanters here, but that's actually not really going to do anything. You're a lot better off just kind of nuking the boss down as hard as you possibly can here, really. And just waiting for 50%. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab the hammer. And... Ooh. Oh, no, I've got Agony! Oh, shit! That's really bad. Agony is not good because I do not have any Agony resistance. What Agony does, it will do percentage-based damage on my health. So, you know, that's a lot of damage, right? And it will also it will reduce the amount of healing that you take. So it's harder for me to heal. So yeah, Agony is really bad for me. I'm kind of a little bit underleveled in terms of my Agony resistance for this Fractal. And when I say a little bit underleveled, I mean totally underleveled because I have no Agony resistance. Now... Agony resistance is not necessarily mandatory because a lot of the time you kind of get hit and then you'll take extra damage. So, for example, I'm obviously just trying to not get hit, right? And then, you know, I won't take any damage from Agony. But obviously that's not always possible. Sometimes there are unavoidable attacks in Fractals that just give you Agony pretty much. It's kind of a bit of like a gear check style thing. But now we're getting to the final 25%. As you can see, fairly straightforward here. Okay, good. Very nice. And let's go ahead and finish the job. This should be about it. Very nice. And that's it. The hammer will now be finally dropped by the Archdiviner, and we can finish the job. Yeah, nothing too crazy about this. Get the hammer. There we are. And I missed. Nice. I'm very good at this game. This guy's jumping. He's learned the mechanic, and there we go. Job done. I think if we just go ahead and do a quick bow. I think we have to wait. Wait, is it bow? There's a mastery point here that we can grab, which we definitely want for our core account. Little hidden achievement. It's a /bow we need to do to get this mastery. Bow for mastery. I'm going to tell them to do it as well. Is it /wave? I don't know when you have to do it. You got it when he turns around? Okay, here we go. We've got to time it. Because I want these guys to get the mastery point too. Okay, he's going to turn around and say, hey. There we go. Now, go. There we are. There it is. He is showing our respect for freeing him. I think there's an interesting thing about Fractals, by the way. Fractals are kind of like side stories that could have happened or maybe happened in the past, maybe happened in the future, maybe never happened at all, but we're in an alternate reality. They're very interesting from a lore perspective, actually, particularly when you get to the challenge modes and there's like a proper overarching story that's really interesting, actually. No joke. The story there is really good. So, but that's obviously a little bit more for later. And there we go. Job done. And this is basically a dungeon, right? This is a Guild Wars 2 dungeon. And I'm doing this with totally new players, right? Like, these players have never done this before. They were unfamiliar with the mechanics, and we're just kind of walking them through it. And you can see, they're not super scary, right? You know, they're challenging, and you need to do mechanics, obviously. And, you know, you can certainly die to them. But I think they're a great introduction, particularly in these lower tiers. So let's see if we're going to do another one. Let's see what they want to do.